Hello, good afternoon. How are you doing? It is me, Tom, and I'm in this t-shirt today because it's Tuesday and it's a very special Tuesday. I'm going to tell you all about it in a couple of minutes' time, actually. Because what time are we on now? It is 3:47. So 3:47, which is basically for 5, 6, 7 in 3 hours, or just over 3 hours. Something wonderful is going to be happening in HaverHub in Haverfordwest. So if you're in the area or you know anyone in the area, I basically want to see you a little bit later on. I've been posting different bits and pieces, such as the Meet the Choir Leader, which was me on the Choirs for Good page. I was chuffed to see that on there. And thank you for the comments that some of you posted on that post as well. I'm really pleased. And also, I've been sharing the fact that we have a deal at Choirs for Good at the moment as well. If you sign up before, I think it's the end of October, you get a whole month free. Your first session is always free anyway, which is great. But if you sign up sooner rather than later, then you get a whole month free as well. So that's a great offer. First session, I'm going to write this down. First session is free, but we have the offer on as well, which is great. So Choirs for Good. Some of you may already be aware of Choirs for Good. Some of you are thinking, well, who's this Tom Chapman? What's he talking about? Well, I am one of the choir leaders. I've got a t-shirt that says so right there, for Haverfordwest. And we meet every week, and we are one of 12 Choirs for Good choirs throughout Wales, and one in Bristol, their first gig the other day as well. Congratulations. And basically, I'm saying, so there's 12 choirs, and we believe that singing is good for you. So singing at Choirs for Good makes you feel good, to do good, and it's for good as well. We know that singing really helps with mental and physical health. That sense of isolation disappears when you're in a room with your peers and you start singing with each other. And this is what I love to encourage on a Tuesday evening in HaverHub in Haverfordwest. We sing great uplifting songs, as well as some poignant numbers as well. And to the extent that as part of that supportive nature and doing good, we actually sang at a wake last week as well, which was actually a really lovely celebration and a chance to be there for someone else when they need you, when they need community, when they need that sense of spirit and a sense of normality. And what I love about Choirs for Good is that we meet up weekly, every week. We don't take term times off, we don't take summer off, we just carry on. We take 1 week off in August, 1 week off Easter, and then the bit between Christmas, we take that off as well. But otherwise, you are always going to find a supportive place where you're going to be doing good for yourself and for your community in my choir in Haverfordwest, which I love. Now, today is very special because this evening at HaverHub, the doors are going to open at 7 o'clock. You can get teas and coffees from the wonderful staff at HaverHub. And for that half an hour, it's my favorite bit. I walk in and the choir are already in, having their drinks, having a chat. And that's all part of that reduction of isolation and doing something good. I set up, and by 7:30, everyone's filtered in, and we go through some warm-ups. We start singing some songs, and we just have a good time. And it's one of my best hours of the whole week. I love it. And today we are throwing the doors open to anyone, friends, family, interested people, to think, you know what, I'm going to give it a go today. So that's what I've been sharing posts with over the last kind of 3 to 5 days, is to try and entice you on this page to think, oh, you know what, I think that I'm going to give singing a go. I'm going to give choral singing a go. So tonight, I would like you to come good on your promise. I want you to meet myself in the flesh, along with the wonderful Choirs for Good Haverfordwest. We've actually got a few performances lined up as well, but there's no obligation to perform. The magic happens in that rehearsal room, and the performances are a little bit of a bonus. And I'll be announcing when potentially our next performance is tonight as well. But the purpose of this evening isn't to be performance ready. No, it's about to have fun. It's about having fun. It's about learning something new. It's about doing something with your friends and family. And some of the choristers are even bringing some nibbles as well. I missed out on brownies a couple months ago, and I do believe that there's brownies coming back, and even some courgettes. In fact, you can make brownies out of courgettes. I think if you pulp it up a bit like avocado. That's beside the point. So we are going to be working on a relatively new song. So Haverfordwest have seen it once already, which is quite nice. And you may be a fan of Eurovision, you may be a fan of Sam Ryder on TikTok. We are going to be taking one of his songs and we're going to make it a choral masterpiece with a little hidden secret in it as well. I'm not going to give that away. You're going to have to come along to the rehearsal this evening and find out more. So if you are free this evening, I would like you to come on down. There's no auditions, there's no solos, and we are going to be there workshopping the song together. And by the end of it, in fact, by the beginning of it, we're going to be singing different parts at the very from the outset. Are you going to feel anxious and nervous? Yes. Yes, you are. You might think, I'm not sure if this is for me. But if you feel that fear and do it anyway, come through to the room, because I guarantee you'll feel better after it. You're going to sit next to someone who was in exactly the same place as you before. And well, hopefully you'll be bringing friends and family with you. Safety in numbers, always a good way to get into something new. And we are going to do some warm-ups. They might sound a bit silly. They might require you to move a little bit if you're able. And but it's to loosen yourself up, to get Monday and Tuesday out of the system and to start thinking about something new for the evening and going home with a smile on your face. And then what I might do, thinking out loud, I might get some of the established choristers to maybe sing a number for you. And then we're going to look at this brand new song, which most people haven't seen or gone through properly yet. And we're going to work through it together with fellow choristers helping each other out to give you that sense of achievement and satisfaction. I'm really excited about it. We'll then finish the session by singing through what we've learned this evening of Sam Ryder's Mountain. And I may get the other choristers then to pick one of their favourite songs that they like performing, and giving you the opportunity to see that before we kind of have a bit of a chat and have some nibbles. So come on down, HaverHub. I'm going to put it there. Oh, is it there? There it is. HaverHub from 7 p.m, singing from 7:30. Parking, because I know that weather isn't necessarily very nice out there at the moment. There is parking on Key Street. After a certain time, it doesn't matter that there's white boxes there. You can park there anyway. There's also County Hall, and there's also Swan Lake car park. And if you fancy a walk down Bridge Street, you can also park in Wilkinson's as well. So there's lots of different places to park, and it's just great. I love it. I love it so much. And I'll give you a bit of a whistle-stop tour as to More Choirs for Good, and we'll get together and we'll have some fun singing this evening. If you know anyone that might be interested in knowing more, then please do share this video, share any of the posts, and a reminder that tonight's session is definitely free because it's open to friends and family, but your first session is free anyway, and we are giving away a month for free as well at the moment, so not one to be missed, I think. So that's Choirs for Good. Choirs for Good Haverfordwest this evening, having an open rehearsal, and you learn by lyrics. You don't need to read music. I didn't mention that before. And yeah, I can't wait to see you. So I'll see you later. I'll be there from about 7, and we'll be there singing and listening to some backing tracks and the wonderful powerhouse that is Narissa. On the particular track that we'll be listening to. It's amazing. We'll listen to the whole song first. We've got a rough idea of what we're aiming for, and yeah, just throw yourself into it and have fun. Ask questions, put your hand up, make yourself look silly or not. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit quiet in your first session. It can be a bit overwhelming, but that's why we nurture. That's why we look after each other. So hopefully see you later. 7 o'clock at HaverHub in Haverfordwest. It's on Key Street. There is parking on Key Street, or in County Hall, or in Swan Lake, Castle Lake car park, or in fact even Scottrell if you fancy walking over the roundabout as well. Lovely. Goodbye for now. I look forward to seeing you later at HaverHub, where we'll have a nice little sing song and maybe even some nibbles afterwards as well. Ciao for now.